Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a video about my first week in my journey into YouTube. It's been a rough week with learning how to shoot video, edit video, and just get comfortable being in front of the camera altogether. The learning curve has been really difficult. Being 1 week in, I'm just taking it in stride. Up next will be a little montage of the videos we shot in the last week. I hope you enjoy. Cut. Take 35. If any of these videos resonated with you, from the short ones to the long ones, we would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. We're really looking for an audience, and we're hoping to build a community here of like-minded people that will engage with us, comment, give us feedback, and we want to grow this channel and we want to spread our message out to the world. The first thing I learned about filming was that when you hit record, you can't just start talking. You have to wait 5 seconds so that there's time to edit the video that you just shot. If you just record and start talking immediately, then there's no time to edit or adjust the clip when you do it in editing after, I would say. I watched some videos just generally on YouTube or on Google on how the Osmo Pocket 3 was used so commonly for vlogging and for videos. It had a couple buttons on it. It was really simple to use. Here it is. Is that in frame? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's very little. You could just take it anywhere. It's even smaller without the battery on, and you just film. See, going like this is tough. When you've never done this before, it feels awkward, but I'm getting the hang of it. There's a face tracking mode. You just tap the screen once and it'll follow me around. So if I move this way or that way, the camera just stays on you without having to do anything, and it's really, really stable. It makes it really seamless to use. All of this is really difficult when I have zero experience. I've never used a camera in my entire life. Other gear that we're using is this Nikon DSLR, which is super dope. And we have this guy, thankfully. Hey, Joe.
Hey, TV world.
Without him, none of this would be happening, so we're really lucky. Also, we're using Adobe Premiere. Is that what it's called, Joe?
Adobe Premiere.
Adobe Premiere for editing. We're using that over iMovie. My brother's more familiar with that than iMovie, and it just has a lot more options to use. And once you learn it, you just click and drag clips of the video. It's like rewinding and fast forwarding a song. It's really simple once you figure out the basics. And over 1 week of doing it every day, I've learned so much about it. You know, the first videos we made, we didn't add any music. Now the ones we're doing now, we add music. They sound so much better. And just fine-tuning, taking out dead seconds or dead material makes it that more entertaining to watch, we've realized. Things that we learned about posting the YouTube videos, the shorts, was that the thumbnails are so important. You know, you can't just put a basic thumbnail out. It has to be attention grabbing. It has to be either about your topic or an ironic spew about that topic, like how to not lose weight fast. But I really wanted to tell you how to lose weight fast, and we've learned that by just following people that we admire on YouTube with cool channels and stuff that interest us. Then they have these keywords and these tags that you have to put in. The first couple of videos, we had no idea which tags were gonna be popular with people and which ones are trending or viral videos. You know, nobody tells you this stuff unless you look into it and do your homework, and so far it's going that much better. With a little education and learning, day by day, we're picking up more information and we're going to apply it. Every video we make, we're going to strive to gain an audience, make better content, and just have a blast along the way. Let's talk about some of the videos that we shot. The first video that we shot was in Salem, Massachusetts. It was a cardboard boat regatta, and people were building these cardboard boat boxes, literally out of cardboard boxes, with duct tape held together. Some of them were really, really basic, and some of them were really, really complex. And to be honest, in one of the races, the person that showed up right before the event started, that we posted in the video, they actually won their race, which was hard to believe. Now, this video, you can tell I didn't know what I was doing. I was really camera shy. I still am. I'm nervous. You know, not having the confidence to go and shoot things that you're even interested in. It's going to happen. You just have to stick with it, and it gets better day by day, because the more that you do it and you get used to holding the camera in front of yourself, you don't feel like an idiot, it becomes more and more fun, and you get to be more and more yourself, and you let that shine, you know, and that's what people want to see. They want to see the authentic version of yourself, and there's nothing wrong with being authentic all the time. My second video, we went to Rockport, Mass, and we were hunting down lobster rolls, one of our favorite things to eat, and that was the first time we incorporated food, which is going to be a big part of this channel, and doing a semi-review of a restaurant, Roy's Lobsters was called, and that was fun. And those streets in Rockport have very quirky and artistic shops, and I love filming stuff like that. I'm super spiritual, and I like art, and that kind of tied into all of this. But again, still very nervous with the camera. Still didn't really know how to use it, you know, waiting 5 seconds before I speak, stuff like that. But I knew that I was having a good time just filming it, so we kept pushing on. The third video that we filmed was Surfing with Smiles, or Surfing for Smiles, in Hampton Beach, which was a great event that my brother volunteered to work for, to take photos for, and I said, you know, let me tag along, and he graciously invited me to go. It was an event held in Hampton Beach, in that disabled kids and adults were given the opportunity to surf with professionals or people that were capable of handling people with disabilities properly. And it was amazing to see these kids that couldn't walk, couldn't speak, had all sorts of problems, get up on the surfboards and, you know, smile. And they got up, they would fall, they would get up, they would smile, having the time of their lives. You know, when things are bad, just remember that there's a lot of people that have it way worse than any of us, and going to this event, seeing these kids going through what they do and still have the courage to show up for themselves, very, very inspiring. So I hope to do more things like this in the future. The next video that we shot was the most important video to me, this channel, and generally the reason for starting all this. Disney World changed my life. That's the God's honest truth. The reason behind all of this, the reason that this even exists. If I didn't go to Disney 5 years ago and have a wonderful time there and get that feeling of feeling like a kid again, I don't even know where I would be today. You know, I was in such a bad place years ago that that reminded me that laughter is the cure to all. Spending time with loved ones, and I swear, laughing keeps you young, and there's nothing better for the soul than laughing. And I really hope to incorporate tons of Disney content going further in the future when we fit it in. I have 4 trips coming up in the next 6 months, and we plan on being there every 60 to 90 days for the foreseeable future until we buy a place out there, and then we can do more up-to-date content. At the end of September and the first week of October, we'll be heading down to the Disney's Boardwalk Resort, and I couldn't be more excited. That's my home property where I own a place at, and it's going to be Halloween-ish themed. We're going to be going to the Not So Scary Halloween party for the first time, me, my mom, and my brother, and I cannot wait to see everything decorated for Halloween. I'm a big Halloween fan, and we're going to be exploring all the food options they have, the rides, the resort, the boardwalk itself. It's really going to be a good time. And then in the future, we'll be doing, the first week of December, we'll be at Disney again for the Christmas theming, which is a wonderful, wonderful time with all the Christmas decorations. That's going to be a really good time. The next video that we shot was the experience with buying our DVC property at the boardwalk. And that's something that's near and dear and close to my heart because it's completely changed my life, and it guarantees me numerous weeks at the top premier resorts in Disney World that I could never afford to stay at growing up or at any point before. I didn't even know it was a possibility. Buying a DVC resale from dvcresale.com, actually, it was half the price of buying it through Disney, and there's really nothing negative to say about that. So we'll be exploring topics like how the DVC contracts work in more depth and details of how the booking windows are, how to secure your room, and how far out you have to plan along to book a room and stuff like that. Then we went to Canterbury Lake Park in Salem, New Hampshire, which opened in 1902. Now this place is raggedy and kind of burnt out, but it's very nostalgic. And we just wanted to get the juices flowing with the theme parks. We love walking around them, the filming and taking pictures there with the vintage rides, the old school stuff. It's very nostalgic, and that's the direction this channel is kind of going to be going into, and that's stuff that I'm passionate about. We had a good time there. I ate some ice cream like a slob. What more can you ask for? The next video that I shot was about motivational speaking and really about how I'm into human nature. The last couple of years I fell in love with reading and listening to audibles. I read 1 to 2 hours a day, or listen to audibles 1 to 2 hours a day. And my love for spirituality and learning about human nature, it just intrigued me for so long. From Robert Greene to The Power of Now and books like that, and Michael Singer's You Are Not What You Think. Things like that. I'm very curious about why people do what they do and why they make the decisions they make, whether they're good or bad. And that goes for myself too. I mean, I'm constantly thinking about, why did I make that decision? And then when you really dive into it or journal about it, you get down to the nitty gritty of why you're making these good decisions or these bad decisions. Because I can't stand when people say, well, I don't know how I ended up here. Or, why is my life in this place? You know exactly why your life is where it's at. Start doing good things and good things will happen to you. How not to lose weight fast was the next video we made. And that was the funnest one we've made so far. It was really carefree. Me and my brother were just like, let's film something funny, and I lost 130 pounds over the last couple of years, and I've managed to keep it off, but I've done plenty of yo-yo dieting, the ups and the downs, the binge eating, the starving, not exercising, taking a ton of supplements, not taking them, all the fads, all the bullshit. I just wanted to make that video to show you that it's the simple things that matter. It's the consistency of showing up for yourself. It's the consistency of eating healthy, of not abusing things. It's really just being kind to yourself in the simplest form. When people say that they can't lose weight or they can't get healthy, I think that they're just making up excuses for themselves, and they don't want to really dive into it and make a commitment and break it down. Hey, what am I doing wrong, and what is leading me here? You know, when you end up in jail, you know why you ended up there. When you end up overweight and unhealthy, there's a reason that you like that. And it happens to me all the time. You know, 3 months ago, I was 40 pounds heavier, but you recognize the problem, and you make the right corrections, and hopefully you get a little bit healthy. If any of these videos resonated with you, from the short ones to the long ones, we would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. We're really looking for an audience, and we're hoping to build a community here of like-minded people that will engage with us, comment, give us feedback, and we want to grow this channel, and we want to spread our message out to the world. This channel isn't going to be a direct niche channel about one particular thing. That's all the rage right now on YouTube. People are saying, you need to dive down, you need to narrow it down to one thing and one thing only. And then you're seeing people talk about videos that are entirely about monetizing their YouTube page. So basically, it's 50-year-old Karen, soccer mom, and all she's making a video about is how to monetize her video. And she's brand new. That's what, like, if I made this video about, oh, how can I make money? And that's completely not why we're doing this. We want to film and document our lives. We're very fortunate and we're very blessed, and we have a great time with this. My brother loves shooting video. He's great at it, and I love being in front of the camera so far, and I love spreading my message to the world. We're going to have topics about meditation, power of positive thinking, how to improve our life, what's bad in my life, and what's getting better, what kind of changes we're trying to make. Disney. We're going to be going to Disney constantly all through the years. And then we're going to be there 24/7 at some point. So the Disney content is definitely going to be a big part of this channel going further. Human nature, food, theme parks, just daily things in my life going forward. All right, it's time to get packed and ready to go. We'll see you on our next adventure.